Hi and welcome back to another episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm. And after editing last episode, I noticed that I said something like, what's gonna stop them from running away? Then I realized that, maybe figuring out that you have a different mom makes you kind of curious about that. It makes you want to find out what's the deal with that, so it makes you not want to run away. Well, at least not this night. So I don't think they're running away because, yeah, Rachel just found out she has a different mom. And I was curious about the whole dad kissing Sera thing, so I decided to look back on the recording for that, and turns out they never kissed at all. They just hugged. And I don't know what my mind was doing at that moment, but I apparently was not paying very good attention. Because I always, when I see things like this in game where people hug and seem close, I never think cheating normally. So the fact that I just went straight to like cheating thoughts and everything just shows that I didn't really pay that much attention in the first place. Of course he's allowed to hug a woman he's meeting in the park. It could be anyone. Now that we know also that it's the ex, or yeah, at least Rachel's mom. I just still don't know what the relationship was back then. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. So this whole forest burning because he hugged a woman in the park is kind of insane. Yeah, so I just wanted to address those things before we got into the episode today. Because I've just been totally lost on that, so it's nice that I'm now getting back on track. And with that, I think it's time to get into today's episode. I'm sure I have more to say, but I do not remember right now. So let's get into today's episode. Also, I've been thinking that maybe Rachel has some sort of disorder that makes it hard for her to regulate emotions and makes her a little bit extreme in, the forest fire, drugging Victoria, and those things. Maybe, maybe not, but I've just been having a thought that, there has to be something that's causing these extreme behaviors in my mind. But we'll see. Episode 3 is Hell is Empty. I remember that from the show or the performance thing. Nice. Alright, let's get into it. I'm ready to start a new episode. Are we gonna do the day after, or is it still the same night we've learned this?
I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Yeah, a little bit of support right now would be nice,
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sera. Your birth mother.
Alright.
I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long.
Yeah, why?
But the truth can be hard to
mean,
look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
It's now or never. Also funny that Sera had blonde hair, and I was just like, yeah, it makes sense that she's her mom because she's blonde. And when you think about it, Rachel doesn't really have super blonde hair. She could either be a light brunette or a dark blonde. But in my eyes, Rachel is kind of a blonde. I don't know. Maybe it's the light streaks in her hair. I don't know. I'm here.
I'm right here. Good. I need
you. In some lights she looks sort of blonde. Okay. Point at viewfinder and press X to join Rachel. Okay, I don't know why you have to tell me in this way. I'm ready to do that. This is an interesting way to do this. So you get like
I was in high school.
Look into the past
there
here?
Was one person everyone adored.
Just like Rachel is
Teachers,
now.
her friends. Sera was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long.
Uh-huh.
She was so alive, so passionate about everything.
She seems like Rachel to me.
Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her.
She always wanted more.
While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sera wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape.
Escape from what? I wonder if we can look at these again.
When Sera became pregnant,
Yeah.
it would solve everything.
If a person is very restless
And it did.
and doesn't really want to
For a little while.
settle, it's gonna be hard to keep them.
Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life.
Oh, that's so sweet.
There was so much love, but I was still blind.
She didn't want to stay long, did she?
However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sera, the need to escape was always there.
So basically, are we seeing now that
Over a
Rachel
year,
escaping Arcade
I
Bay isn't
tried
really
to
the
help her.
solution?
I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened,
Did she
she
try to
would
hurt
never
her?
do anything to hurt you.
I mean, doing drugs is hurting the other people in your family, though. But, I mean, like, physically.
I was wrong.
So many needle marks.
Eventually, I saw her for who she really
Isn't
was.
that interesting how when you're in a relationship and you love somebody, you can
person.
become so blind to who they actually are?
Someone who could never be satisfied.
It's like you're trying to avoid actually seeing them sometimes.
Or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never
He's
going
a good
to let
dad.
her harm you.
At least from what I've seen so far. Except for being rude to Chloe and stuff. But it's very, very interesting and very real as well. I think a lot of people can recognize growing up this way or having parents or a parent who did drugs and neglected them. I'm thinking probably the mom, Sera, had some sort of issues as well. I know, and I'm speaking because I've read up on a lot of stuff about ADHD since I have ADHD myself. It's not coincidence that a lot of people who end up doing drugs or alcohol and things like that, even sugar, are people with ADHD, or a lot of people with ADHD go towards those things. And I think a lot of other disorders too. But in reality, people like us, or not really, I don't really dive too deep into problems, though I do have my own problems regarding ADHD. But those who really go off the deep end, I think they're just searching for something because they just feel wrong, or they feel, and I think they just need some guidance, maybe medication in the right settings. It depends, it's different for each person, right? But yeah, I don't hate Sera for becoming the way she became. She needs help, like a lot of us out there need help.
What you saw.
Oh, they did
Look.
kiss? I just saw the hug. Did I? No, I'll look long.
It was true.
Okay,
We kissed.
well, now I'm just like, okay, whatever.
It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her,
Well, I hope you told Rose about this. It's
And
not
she felt like
fine
she'd
to
gotten
kiss
her life
even old
together.
flames.
Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the
Yeah, she
lives
can't just come back
she
into
destroyed.
his
I
life, at
told
least.
her she'd been given the greatest gift in the
I think it's
world.
up to Rachel to decide if she can,
The chance to be your mother.
if she wants to allow Sera to
And she
get to know
squandered
her.
it.
Yeah, it's been 16 years.
It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again and again to keep you safe.
I like this way the game is showing us this
So that was the
information.
first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I sent her money.
I send her money to stay
every single
away.
month. It's our arrangement.
But now she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
I think it's wrong to keep Rachel from understanding or wanting to know this person. I think Rachel or most people are smart enough to know what they did and the hurt they have caused, at least if you tell them. But some people know of their own too. But it's a glimpse into understanding that where you got some of your personality. Some of us feel restless if we don't know why we act the way we do and why we react the way we do. I think I want to say who says it's your decision.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sera, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. People change, right?
Maybe so.
Do, but not
But consider that for
drastically.
15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Yeah, that's the hard truth.
Rachel.
I like that he was that blunt with her,
I
because
think
that's
I
the
need
truth.
to lie down.
Yeah. It's a lot to process. It does take some people a long time to realize what they've lost, but again, people don't change drastically. People can learn things about themselves, like slowly over the time, but changing yourself like extremely isn't necessarily
I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
how it works. So I would be very wary of that, Mom. All right, so we've gotten Sera here. Let's check the text message first. Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest cast party. I already texted Rachel like 8 times. Hey, I don't think we're making it. Chloe, you should come. Heart, heart. Yeah, Chloe, you did awesome, babe. Don't call me babe. Hey, Chloe, great job tonight. Thanks, I can't. But you were amazing. I'll even admit that Mr. Keaton seemed a little disappointed when I arrived. Seriously, just come. Bring Rachel. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's see what they say about Sera. Apparently a lot. What can you say about a woman so mysterious, her own daughter never heard of her until now? From what James told us, Sera is a drug addict who got herself mixed up in all sorts of crazy shit. And we do know she's talked to Frank as well, so we shouldn't forget that. And by drugs, I mean OD and end up dead in an alleyway drugs, not smoke a bowl and watch an anime. When Rachel was a baby, Sera would get high when she was supposed to be looking after her. Things got so fucked up that James finally had to take Rachel away. The funny thing is, even as James talked about all the horrible things Sera had done, he still seemed, I don't know, fixated, I guess. You could see the power she had over him. Actually, when he was talking about how beloved and magnetic Sera used to be, couldn't help think of Rachel. Me too. I wonder if James sees that too. Maybe it's what makes him so afraid of her. Anyway, now Sarah is in Arcadia Bay looking to meet Rachel. After years of taking James's money to stay away, suddenly she wants a relationship with her daughter. James seems skeptical. And Rachel? I can't even imagine what Rachel must be going through. Yeah. Alright, and there's another page here as well, so let's just go through that. Max, I used to think the strangest thing about the Ambers was how normal they were. They seemed like a bad 90s sitcom family, and I did my best to play the part of the wacky yet lovable best friend. I chatted with Rose, Rachel's surprisingly cool mom, and even helped her set the table. The goal was to get in and out of there without causing a scene, so we can make our escape. About that, it turns out Rachel couldn't sit back and let her cheating father act all high and mighty. I tried to distract her and remind her of our goal. It almost worked. Then Rachel snapped. I guess she just can't stand the lying anymore. She told her mom about James making out with that woman. Everyone started yelling, and the next thing I knew, Rachel was going full destruction on the table. That's when the truth finally came out. Rachel's mom equals not her mom. Rachel's real mom equals makeout woman. Mind equals blown. Chloe, the wacky yet lovable. It is very, very tricky, this situation.
This seems like a James and Rose bookshelf. I can't imagine Sarah here instead.
So we looked at a
The
lot of
Tempest
this
show feels so far away now.
last
This is so
time.
painful to look at.
So I don't know if I want to look at all the things around here again. I want to talk to these guys though.
This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah.
You're scared Rachel's gonna end up
So
like her.
that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sarah's caused. Her
I believe
addiction
you.
has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm leaning towards the left. At a certain point, Rachel is now 16. She should be allowed to see this for herself. But I also think this is a great point to start therapy so you can talk about it. Because suddenly knowing you have a new mom and the mom is a drug
Rachel
addict.
took that pretty hard. I should see if she's okay.
This is very overwhelming. She should talk about this kind of stuff. And also talk about why you can easily just drug a person to get your role back for a show and just starting a forest fire and not really seeming to be guilty or feeling guilty about it. I'm gonna go left.
Shouldn't that be up to Rachel to decide?
Rachel is curious and determined.
Mm-hmm.
She's always going to want to know more.
I can believe that.
She won't be concerned about her own safety. She
Yeah,
never
just
has
like
been.
Chloe.
Do you think Sera is involved with any of the drug dealers around here?
It wouldn't surprise me if she were. That's who she is.
I mean,
Well,
Chloe is also
I
involved
believe Rachel
in that,
trusts you
so
more than anyone else right
if the
now.
dad knew
Is
that,
this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
I should check on Rachel.
try the truth. I'm tempted to do that instead of I will.
Maybe try the truth for a change?
What do you mean?
Well, you did lie to your daughter for 15
I don't think there's
years.
ever a right
This is true.
time to tell
And
her
that's why I need
something
your
like
help.
this.
I only care about Rachel, Chloe.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
What does the mom here think about this?
Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay. Rose.
Do you need any help? Sorry about tonight. I don't want to help out. I'm gonna say sorry.
Sorry that tonight turned out so... differently.
That's all right. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Why?
Thanks. But... why?
While Rachel's dealing with all of this, it's a relief to know she can talk to you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
Yeah, super weird.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are many painful things about Rachel's past.
I mean, yes, I understand
including
for a while,
my
but
own role in hiding the truth.
I can understand James lying more than I can understand a person taking money to stay away or like choosing money over your daughter in that way. Because when do you ever tell a child about that? When are they ready to listen to something like that? That your mom was a drug addict that almost got you killed as a baby. I can excuse that kind of lying. I mean, I never grew up like this, so who am I to say though?
Sera
but
shouldn't
yeah,
have taken
it's
money over seeing her
interesting, yeah.
daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did.
Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's
I think it was
mother.
good for Rachel.
I never knew how much I could love someone until
I like Rose.
I had Rachel.
But hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
Yeah, it
You're
could be.
not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right.
I think it's not
I
about
don't understand.
thinking that he's
You
just gonna like
don't
go
have
off
to
and
worry about
get
me
together with
or
Sera again.
James. Rachel's the one
Like
who
you
needs
just
you right
don't
now.
kiss another person who's not your partner.
Do you think Sera is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband.
In my mind, my eyes.
His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Yeah, we also
Thanks.
know David wants to
Thank
keep
you.
people safe, and the way he's going about it is all wrong. So, you know, people can try to keep people safe, but go about it the wrong way. So, you know, it's not keeping people safe equals a good person. It's not like that. But I haven't gotten too many bad vibes from James, so for now, he's pretty alright. Rachel's room. Oh, I had those glowy stars on my ceiling when I was younger. I love them so much.
Rachel? I need some way to show Rachel that I'm here for her.
Here for Rachel. How do we do that?
The yin and badass yang of Rachel Amber. We were so close to making our break last night. Now, I don't know. May you always be safe. Sure. But from who?
Jefferson. And Nathan.
I could get grades like this. I just don't want to.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort, I guess. Especially, you know, if you don't
Rachel's always made being
care
an
about
A
anything.
student
It's
seem
hard caring
so
about school.
easy. Almost sad to see all this effort.
Do we graffiti it? I'm tempted.
I think Rachel could use another subject. But which one?
Anatomy. Maybe I shouldn't have, but yeah. Achievement, extra credits.
That's the one.
Where do babies come from? Hey, I don't know if that's funny at all. I don't know. I don't know about that. What's the
I know
computer
something
say?
Arcadia doesn't. Weird.
I don't know if I care about this.
I bet Rachel
Oops.
could have any study
I want
partner.
to look at the flowers.
Hard to believe the show was only a few hours ago. Seems like everything has changed since then.
I want to save the flowers, but let me look at the other stuff
Even
first.
you, Willie, couldn't come up with the tragedy Rachel's going through. Rachel's really into stars. I wonder if it's her way of feeling connected.
I'm into stars too. I think stars are cool. The universe is cool.
I bet Rachel would rather be anywhere but here.
Alright, let's graffiti this
Maybe
too.
I can make the world a less scary place.
Something Rachel said, something I said. Something I said because I'm
Back on the train, I said...
Let me know if you need an accomplice. Achievement, American Graffiti.
I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes, but it still seems hard to believe.
It's, Alright, let's save the flowers. Or a flower?
At least she'll have something from tonight.
It's cute. I think
light
instead of
needs
talking
more
to Rachel, I would just get in
light.
bed and see if she would allow me to hold her, you know. We don't even have to talk.
Wonder what I could find around here to brighten up that nightlight. Makes sense that Rachel needs 2 signs to contain her awesomeness. I shall call her Lion Crab from now on.
That's cute.
Rachel's surrounded by so much love, yet she seems so... alone.
Yeah.
Rachel even knows how to make a dinky lamp look cool.
I wonder if that's safe.
Rachel has so many inspirations, she can barely keep them all contained.
What was it about that nightlight?
Rachel's really into stars. I wonder if it's her way of feeling connected.
I wonder if I could have found something to help the nightlight. I need to see what she said again.
This light needs more.
Oh, okay. Can we turn off the light in here then? Can we turn
Wonder
off
what I
the
could find
lights?
around here to brighten up that nightlight.
Brighten it up. Can't turn off anything. Let's check in here now. Forgot about this. Okay, you want to use that? Mom? Chloe, Hey, I'm leaving the door unlocked in case you don't have your key. Please come home. Doesn't matter that it's after curfew. I can't right now. Please. Well, you could let her know you're at Rachel's. Or maybe then she would come here and get me. And that wouldn't be good. Is that the science part of you? It's doing this? Like, that would never fit. That would be...
All ready for Rachel's light show. Better get her
Okay.
attention first.
Alright, I think we're ready for that. Does that mean we do speak first or stars first? I'm unsure. Stars? I don't know. She said get her attention. I don't know if this will get her attention.
Hey, check it out.
It's beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I've always loved stars.
Why?
They remind us there's so much beauty out there,
Mm-hmm.
which we almost never see.
Because we're blinded by what's in front of us.
Exactly. But then I learned the truth. The stars we're seeing have already been
There's still a lot of stars out there that's alive,
for
though.
millions of years.
Shouldn't focus on the dead ones.
They're all lies.
So beautiful.
But that doesn't make them any less beautiful. Right?
I don't know. If they're not even real, then
The light is real.
what's the point?
The view reaching is real.
It's all lies.
But you know, that's the way you think when you're sad, though. So I get it.
My entire life. My dad.
But learning your mom isn't your mom, that must be hard.
My mom.
And I mean, she is her mom, basically, though.
If I
Like,
can even
I'm not
call
saying
her
she
that
isn't her
anymore.
mom, but if she's
And
a
that
mom to
other
you, then
woman.
she's mom.
My real mom. She's the biggest lie of all. I can't trust any of them.
Trust is hard,
I
especially
think
when
you're
it's
the
broken.
only one in the world I can trust.
I'm probably gonna break your heart someday, too. You know, it happens. Honored.
I'll take it. Even if it's only by process of elimination.
Good. I wore this bracelet my entire life. I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know. That my real mother was gone.
Okay, is that the end since it says leave? Yeah, I guess so.
The fact that she's here right now. That she came here
Hmm.
for me.
Yeah.
I think I need to see her. Is that wrong?
No. No.
Of course not. But
I don't think it's
It
gonna be
might
that hard.
tough
She
to
was at the
track
show
her
as
down.
well.
Yeah. That's true. Luckily, I've got my secret weapon.
Which is me.
But what if we can't find her? It's not like I can ask my dad.
We can ask Frank. He saw
I
her.
have no idea where to start.
I got an idea.
I think I know what to do.
Mhm.
I'll
Though Frank is
call
pissed at me
Frank and
probably, so
get him to
it's gonna be a
connect us
little
to
bit
her.
risky.
You do that?
I'll give it a shot.
Of course, even if we know where she is, we need a way to get to her. I can't just ask my parents for a ride.
I'm gonna fix up the car now. Got that one too.
Don't worry. I've got that one covered too.
Chloe, the
You do?
fuck. What I wanted to
In
say.
fact, anything you could come up with,
The fixer
I'll
upper.
handle it.
The
I know you
solutioner.
will. But even if we find her,
Well, that's more difficult.
how will I talk
But I
to
think
her?
just starting with the
What do I
basics.
say?
Just say hi. Yeah, you'll know.
After my dad died, I was worried I wouldn't know how to talk to him anymore. But somehow,
Or you could tell her
when
that
you
she can
speak,
talk. And then you'll know what to
I
say back.
always know what to say.
When you speak,
In my dreams, he's there.
Yeah, the weird
It's
dreams.
so real. It's almost like it's another part of my life. It used to be the only part that mattered. I've never told anyone about that. Weird, huh? Rachel?
I was just thinking. Maybe I was wrong before. Who cares if the stars are dead?
Mm-hmm.
As long as we can still see them, that means they're real,
Hey, that's what I said. Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
And there are alive stars out there. You can't really tell the difference between the real ones and the dead ones and the not dead ones and the, you know. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here. And it was really interesting to learn more about Sera and the background there. It's going to be interesting to see how Rachel and Chloe react to this. I guess we're gonna go through the whole fix up the car, talk to Frank, figure that stuff out. But yeah, of course, this game is deeper than that, and it throws curveballs at me here and there, so it's not gonna be that simple, I am guessing. But it was very interesting to see this. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you can always like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye!